Okay, I think I timed that just right. Well, I can't really tell if there's anyone out there, so, just yet, so, to anyone who has been lurking, hello, welcome. I am totally doing this background music on purpose. Oh, hey, JT. I figured this would be just a great track to have while we're getting started. And apparently there's a kitty over here that wants to join in. Hello, Eggy thing. You must be new to the stream. I haven't seen you before over on YouTube. Welcome. Yeah, I did get a couple of asks of like, oh man, I wish you could have gotten here on your birthday, and like, well, you know, I always do these on Fridays. It's easier for me to do this on Fridays just because, you know, it may just take an hour. It may take longer than an hour. Usually I try to keep these at about an hour. Also, Thursday nights usually when I do my Eat the Pixels. Well, we're glad you're here, Eggy. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to snag one of the kitties. Mainly if I do, then this backdrop will just fall completely down, and then you'll get to see just the horrible state of my office. That is, unless they're running through the doors. Yeah, I don't know what is up with the delay. I know it's not a, well, it shouldn't be a network issue. I've just recently gotten an upgrade, in our area. Like, I think I get 60 megabits per second down, and, like, either, I want to say, like, 10 megabits per second up. So, I mean, it's not a connection issue. I really think it's just because I'm pushing this through, Restream, Restream.io, because they allow me to, push to Twitch, Mixer, YouTube. I'm thinking about... Oh, B Studios, good to see you. I'm thinking about, also getting this set up to where, we'll be able to chat through, Discord as well. So that'll be fun. Don't mind the sounds out there. I think the cats are deciding that they want to attack a door. Yeah, apparently there is some serious hype going on with this particular Flash. I'm really looking forward to it. So like always, we'll get started. Like I always like to just go ahead and start and have a little talk and whatnot before we actually get into it. And then we'll probably end up watching it at least a couple more times. And I am prepared this time. I have it queued up on YouTube in a separate page. So, like, we can just have the initial shock reaction. Oh, wow. Yeah, Insane, please let me know how Ultra Sun is. I'm such a horrible trainer. I've only ever... Oh god, and this shows my age. I have only ever fully completed Pokemon Blue. Because That's how long I've been playing them. Like, I would end up getting them, and I'd get part of the way through, and then something would happen. So, yeah, last time we had to watch The Last Flash several times, and I had to, you know, kind of pick it apart and whatnot. So now I'll actually be able to do it. I also found out apparently it's... Is it really 4 minutes and 13 seconds? I'm flat out asking, because the YouTube video that I pulled up, it was at 4:03, and so I'm wondering if there's like an extra 10 seconds that were cut out somewhere, or that was taking into account the loading screen beforehand. I don't know. Oh god, Kai, I feel your pain. I had the, actually, oh, check this out. So, it doesn't work anymore, but, check this out. I still have mine. Oh my god. Like, we never could get enough batteries for this thing, so I had to get that gigantic brick, the AC adapter thing that would go right here, but holy crap. I have looked into it. See, the problem is the screen, the LCD screen is cracked, and even if I did pop it open and replace that part, I don't know if I'll be able to replace the rest of the motherboard on it, just because of how much of the liquid has gotten into the rest of it. I may end up popping it open at some point, but there it is. If I could get it to work though, oh man. I still have some of the original Game Boy games too. I think I've got, yeah, I still have Pokemon Blue and Yellow and Link's Awakening and yeah, B Studios, that smell is real. It is very real. Orion, a wall in the house using Game Boys? Jeez. That had to be very impressive. I have thought about getting one of those Game Boy Advance ones, just so I can have the backlit, and it'll still play all the originals. Oh, yeah, Kai, I had that same game. Because, like, I didn't want to spend the money in buying all the Pokemon cards, so I figured, oh, I'll just get the Game Boy game, and that was so awkward. So, but yeah, I had that one. I had some Star Trek games that were really weird on there too. Metroid 2. I will give you that. B Studios. Wario Land was like, that was one of the weirdest, but probably one of the, well, I don't want to say game changers, but it was definitely a game that I did not expect to see from that particular console. Like, I even though I played the hell out of the original Super Mario Land, I hated it. Oh, God, I hated that one. Super Mario Land 2 was quirky, but pretty cool. And then Wario Land came on, the very first one. And that was... I really don't know how to describe how weird it was, but I enjoyed that more than the other two. But then there were all those other Wario Lands that came after it that was just, it was a little odd. So, you know, I'm sure I've got my box of Game Boy games around here somewhere. You know, you're absolutely right, Insane. Waluigi does need his own game. Let's see. I got some behind-the-scenes things happening, apparently. So, let's see. What's a good thing for me to bring up before we actually watch the thing? Like, a lot of times, people ask for predictions of what's going to happen. So, for Jade entering, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a prototyping happening. I can't really say whether it'll happen before she enters or after. Also, like, I'm really hoping, since we see, you know, how we've got this particular GIF up here, Car Cat losing his shit again. I wouldn't be surprised if the pipes deliver to John another computer, or even the Cosby top. It would probably be covered in all that oil, but I wouldn't be surprised if it shows up at just the right time and John is able to log back on. The only thing is, how would he log back on? I don't know if there's anything else around that would have a network connection. Oh, geez, it's minus 15 there. Goodness. And I'm guessing that is Celsius? I was just talking to another friend of mine in Canada, and she was saying that they've gotten a boil notice on the water, and I didn't get a chance to ask what that was about, but yeah, oh jeez, it is Celsius. Okay. But yeah, I didn't, like, I could kind of infer what she was talking about when she said there was a boil notice, but still, it's pretty scary. I mean, we don't get anything like that down here. We just, like, every so often we'll get high wind advisories, or, and of course, tornado warnings when it's that season. And we'll get frost notices, because people down here don't know how to prepare for when the temperature falls below freezing. Very good point, Insane. That's a very good point. It's, uh-oh. What's happening to my... Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all are hearing that. I think I just lost one of my, headphone speakers. Okay, I think it just came back. Okay, so at least it's good on your end. That just means that there's only sound coming in through one. I can tell you why. Or I can show you why. I don't know if this will show it very well. Probably better on a white background. The cats have been eating my cable. Like, I think if I hold it right here, it'll start going. Crap, I'm gonna have to get a new headset. Because if this is going, I'm worried about this. So, okay. Alright, so it's 15 after. Let's go ahead and get started before something else goes wrong with my headset. So, let's put you on pause. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm only getting... And here it comes. A piece of rock just 6 miles wide. Oh dear. What the hell? Why is she blind? What? Why? Yep! He got it back. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, okay. So I think we're seeing what happened. Oh, fuck berries. Well, that wasn't totally surprising. Who thought that was a great idea? Oh, God. Oh, great, and a tidal wave. And it's just going to destroy everything. Oh, good, we get to see that battle now. There are so many things happening right now. Nice. Vorp. Oh, great. And now that that's happened, he's gonna get his complete upgrade, and oh, shit. Uh-oh. Ah, dear. Ah, damn it, Jack! Huh. I'm sorry that I'm not talking enough right now. It's just... there are so many things here that... I guess this is what Carcat was talking about before, of quote-unquote Jade fucking things up. Yeah, because it's not Jade, it's Jack. Where is my precious Jade? Ah, boy. I'm now finally getting a chance to look over at the chat. Oh, dear. Okay. What the shit? Okay. There's a lot there to unpack. I think we're just gonna have to go straight into the analysis here. Alright. I'm gonna make sure that I'm... Alright. Sorry, just checking the chat. Okay. So, here we are. We're doing the loading thing. Cute little smileys there. And I'm gonna mute that for right now. As this goes through. Okay. So, I mean, we see the intro is going to be the star here. Good dog, best friend. Okay. And, alright, so the meteor is imminent, and of course it's changing color because it's now reacting to the atmosphere, and, oh, that's gonna suck. Okay, by the way, seeing that bit right there just gave me flashbacks to Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Wasn't the meteor red? And then the live stream came out and it was all green. Yeah, okay. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just old. Okay, so at this point, we're like, okay, so this has got to be during that time that, like, this whole thing is what is Carcat telling John what had happened. Thank you, Biologic. That makes me feel so much better. So John's there on the bed with the Cosby top, and he's doing the thing, trying to get Jade in. And we see... Okay. Beck's doing that whole 1950s Batman. Okay. So, at this point, Jade has done everything to get the item that she needs to destroy. And it's a piñata. That's why she's blindfolded. Because it's a piñata. It's a piñata of Beck. Okay. And of course, what you have to do with piñata, you have to hit it. I'm just glad she wasn't spun around. But apparently... Let me go back there. You see this... You see the piñata pulsing with that same kind of energy as a... oh, what was his name? Doc Scratch? Didn't he have that same kind of energy? Okay. So, John's flying around his land on the ghost bed, trying to do the thing. And so he's going to choose the... He wanted to choose the maiden there. I mean, much better than... I would be very, very concerned if he chose... Grandpa? Though, we don't know if this is Grandpa or if this is just a dream self. I'm still on that. Don't worry, we'll be here a while. Don't worry. Okay, so we grab... Vriska's seeing the whole thing happen, and she's pissed. Because she's always pissed. And John's doing his thing, and Jade, she knows that the meteor is coming, and she's got to figure out how to deal with this thing. Vriska's pissed, so she does her manipulate. She manipulates John into falling asleep. Yeah, pre-entry. Prototyping a human would lead to weird situations. Yeah, we don't have enough of those, do we? So John's about to prototype and fails. And then Beck, in his infinite wisdom, does his teleporting thing and teleports the entire mess all the way out in space. And because he did that... Oh! Beck was the one who made the decision to prototype. And I'm guessing the reason why you see all of this is because, well, Beck is the Earth version of Doc Scratch. He is, like, well, I don't know if he is the first Guardian, but it wouldn't surprise me. And a Guardian, a living Guardian, being a prototype is going to make things really scary. But this gives him even more power to do his... What is it? What would you call that? A Colonel Sprite Kamehameha? I don't know. Jade's trying to hit the piñata, and... Oh! Right. She actually did make contact, and it threw her out. Okay, and then stuff's exploding. Oh, right. Okay, so Beck, the Colonel Sprite, has a connection to the piñata. Okay. And so he does his own Kamehameha thing and actually destroys the meteor. But since the meteor was so close, it created the shockwave anyway, which brought the tsunami, and... Well, I'm guessing it's... Oh, yeah, I mean, it could be a Hadoken. I've just been using Dragon Ball Z references because I'm more versed in that than Street Fighter. Oh, there goes unspecified city. Okay, now we get to the fight. Jeez. So Jack is taking on all three of them. They're doing their thing. I mean, this is epic battle for all epic battles. And now... Okay, what did I miss here? Did they just... I know this is an aerial view, but... Okay, so... They wanted to take the fight to the air. So... I mean, Dave and Jack can fly. Bro has to take his sled. Okay. Jade's still falling back. I feel like I'm more narrating than anything else, but I don't know. Would she use the Force here? Is that how she does that? And we've seen Beck do this before. Poof. So, okay, so this was interesting. Is Beck, like, holding up this whole thing, or is this entire area... Like, I was wondering if this entire area is covered in the, or it's being affected by, Jade actually entering. I mean, you know how there are certain areas that each person takes with them whenever they enter. So at first I was thinking that, and then you see the island go, and then we're back to this. We're back to what's left of, okay. I'm confounded at this point, because we saw Bro and Dave and Jack all fly away from what was left of John's land, and now they're here on... I mean, this is looking like Star Wars Episode 3 here. So I'm not sure what's happening here. Okay, but yeah, we do see that Jack has finally gotten his last power up, and oh god. Everything looks the same before, now it looks all the same, but on fire! Jack gets an upgrade that he really shouldn't have. I mean, granted, Beck was doing what needed to be done. No, I'm not experiencing interruptions. Go away. Thank Thank you for getting the I'm gonna butcher this. I'm thinking, I'm glad you get that reference. Oh, wait, let's go back there. Let's just enjoy the art here for a second. If I can actually get it to hold. So, I mean, I love that Cal is still there, and Bro is still moving so fast that he's not only at his position, but he's also keeping Cal up. And then, of course, you've got Dave with the medallion, and... okay. So... everything that we've been seeing has been happening in the very, 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 very recent past. And now we jump back to... right at the end of the Trolls almost winning the game. Was that there before? I don't remember that being there before. I don't know if that's supposed to be a clue or what. But, so we've got a little bit of a tear, and... okay, thanks, Insane. Carcat's about to touch the thing. And it's actually drawing him to the thing. And then the tear... this... okay. I don't know if this is Beck doing this or... no, this is Jack. Jack shows up. And destroys... oh, man. Jack, in the humans player session, rips a hole, a tear in space and time, and travels back here to keep the trolls from claiming their prize. And what I want to know is, why is his hand so bloody? Or is that... this is confusing. Don't worry, autoplay is off, and I know what's over here, and I'm not gonna look, so, okay. So all the doomed copies of Aradia are... she sends everyone back through... oh, it's a teleporter, okay. And there's Jack again, and they all decide to... oh, what was that? What is it? Come on. No. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. There is... I don't know if something's important there, but something looks different. I didn't want it full screen. It's like right after that, and it... yeah, I'll have to do that. Come on. Oh, right, yes. Thank you, Eggy. Let me slow that down. I missed it again. Come on. I know, this is intense, isn't it? I'm hoping y'all are enjoying this. Come on. Alright, so there's the first flash. Ha! There it is. That sucks. I mean, yes, I know they were all doomed, but that still sucks. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit there for a second. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, let's put that back to normal. So, okay, so Carcat falls asleep. He then wakes up in Prospect, and we see the moon. Wait a minute. Four, 8, 12. Okay, I get that there's 12. I can count. I know I can. Oh, right, because there's, I mean, Aradia isn't really on... I think that's right. Aradia doesn't dream in either, and Solix dreams in both. So there would be an extra tower for Solix here. That's why you see 7. I think that makes sense. Now, you know what? I'm gonna double check that. Where are my notes? I have notes. Okay. So, yeah, Carcat, Gamzee, Terezi, Solix, Tavros, Vriska, and Equius. No, not Equius. Kanaya. Okay, yeah, so I was right. There are 7. Okay. Okay, we're good. And Karka goes, "What the shit is that?" And then, there's that. Yeah, I'm kind of with Karkat's expression here. Jack looks a little like an anteater right here. I mean, I know he's not, but that's just... Sorry, that's just funny. Ooh, oh, that was fun. Knew there was something else I was going to miss, so let's do this. Come on. Ha ha ha! Of course. This is the same... That was the same thing at like the end of Midnight Crew, with the blood splotches and everything. And then we get to see... That's Spades. That has to be Spades. Good old Spade Slick. Where's your hat? You're missing your hat. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's right. Carcat and Jack, their blood has the same color. So Jack gets pissed off and destroys Prospect's moon again, even though that was further in the past. That kablooey. That is some serious wrecking some shit there. All right, yeah, I saw something else. That's why I wanted to take a look there. Come on. Because I saw... Okay. I see... I don't know if that's just supposed to be more of the energies of the first Guardian. It looked like there were some clouds in Skya there. I thought there was something else. I could be wrong. Okay. I was wrong. Okay, so... Now we're back to the Jack that we know. Whoa, he's pissed. And then we get to see Jade. So, she's, what, floating in space? I mean, that really scares me, though. I guess we can turn them... It's so sad. Alright, just real quick, is there anything else? No, there is nothing else there. Okay, so we'll go back here. Okay. I have it on authority by at least one of the mods. I have to go to the next panel. Okay. So, what is waiting for me? Shit! Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Crap baskets. That wasn't John's fault. It really wasn't. It was Vriska's fault. It totally was. I'm blaming her, because if it wasn't for her, then if she hadn't manipulated John to fall asleep, then he wouldn't have lost his connection. Beck wouldn't have had to swoop in and take away all of the other stuff and then immediately John, like, I don't blame Beck for what he did. He did the best. He did the only thing that he thought was possible to save Jade. It's like everything that Beck has ever done from the history of ever has been to protect Jade. That's what that is his purpose. So it's not John's fault. Yeah, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Alright. I gotta take a look here at the log. Because I think, if I remember correctly, those were posted at the same time. Or in the same day. No, it was another day. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm not looking, but it looks like we've got a pretty good amount of pages before we get to the next flash. So... damn. Well... if the game wasn't beatable before, it's certainly not beatable now. Wonder how Dave is going to take this. So... questions? I'm kind of at a loss here. I don't really know what else to say at this point. What do I think is up with Dave's sprite? Yeah, where the hell is he? Um, Dave Sprite had to go somewhere. I mean, okay, I'm just looking. Those are leaves. Okay. Um. Wait, JT, which one the best question ever asked? Like what Eggy said, what Insane said, or what I said? Um, I mean it's Dave Sprite, so Dave Sprite has Colonel Sprite powers, not time powers anymore. Okay, so what I said. I wasn't sure because of punctuation or whatnot. Um, yeah, where the hell is Dave? Or, oh, feathers. Oh, fuck berries. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. I need a moment. I shouldn't click the next thing, should I? No, no, I'm gonna click that link, and I'm gonna see Dave Sprite dead, aren't I? I'm gonna leave it up. Well, like I'm gonna get a ruling on JT here. Should I go to the next one? I wait, yeah, with all those feathers, that's. I mean, yeah, at one point they did look like leaves, and now they very much look like feathers. I mean, I guess I should have paid attention to that one. That would have been kind of a telltale thing. Um, no, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm not gonna go any further. What I will do is I will for my post on Monday, I will just recap this one with just a couple of extra thoughts, and then we'll move right on because if I go to the first one, then I'll go to the next one, and I'll go to the next one, and the next one, and the next thing I know, it's 100 pages later, and I've forgotten everything. So, oh God. I mean, I'm hoping this whole thing was entertaining for y'all because I'm at a loss here. I mean, and I will say that Jack has technically killed 3 people. Um, yeah, remember when Homestuck was a comedy? Those were the days. Yeah, I will say that Cal is a casualty as well. Um, just gonna put that out there, because shit. Okay. Um. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up here. Thanks, Eggy. I'm sorry it wasn't. I mean, I would say I'm sorry it wasn't more uplifting. But hey, this is we're in Act 5, Act 2. Okay. insane. Who is worse to pre-entry prototype, Beck or I don't even I couldn't even try to pronounce that. Well, I want to say was that wait, was okay, let me give it a try. Glub. Was that the name of the like I'm Oh, okay. Now, thank you for reminding me of that one. Okay, who would have been a worse idea? No, honestly, I think Beck was well. I don't want to say a worse idea, but I think Beck's prototyping was okay. Yeah, it is worse because you can make if we switch into D&D references here for a second, you can make a bad like it's like fighting the Tarrasque. You just have an incredibly large monster with an insane amount of hit dice. Given enough time and resources, you will eventually kill the thing. I would equate Glub to fighting the Tarrasque. It'd be a really, really bad idea to do it, but if you absolutely had to, and if you had enough resources at your disposal, i.e., Aradia's doomed copies of herself, you could take it down. But a first Guardian, that's like, it doesn't matter how many hit dice you have. That's past level 20. That is epic level. That is a capital letter power. As in something that lives in the on the planes that people actually worship and get spells from. Prototyping that pre-entry, that's a problem. JT. I've never dealt with one before, so it's plus it's also funny because every time whenever we sit down and we put our tiles out and we get our miniatures, we're usually at a place that has a cat, and then the cat comes across, just walks all over the board and all the tiles and everything and starts knocking the miniatures away. Oh no, the Tarrasque has come to kill us all. So yeah, if you ever want to use a Tarrasque in your campaign setting, have a cat. Because it'll be just as chaotic. Proportions will be right. Yeah, I would imagine. I don't think anyone would be prepared for a first Guardian as a final boss, you know. Orion, you make a fair point, even though I don't really remember that, and I hope we're not getting close to spoiler territory. But sure, all the trolls in the galaxy versus an infinite supply of Irradias from an infinite number of timelines that have all been doomed. I would say that, you have something powerful to kill all the trolls that exist in the galaxy, which is a very, very high number, but it is not infinite. as opposed to an infinite force. That's why I would say ultimately vast glub. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look at that because I've slept since then. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense because excuse me. Everyone on Alternia, those are all just troll kids because the adults leave and they all got killed. That's why they don't come back. So, but yeah, it's still just a question of amount of resources versus power. I think against Vast Glub, because those were also Aurelia bots. I don't want to say it would be Borg-like in technology or superiority, but yeah, I'm sticking by my original answer. Having a first Guardian pre-entry prototyped is far worse. Because that's as close to a god as I think you can get. Plus, I kind of think of the first Guardians as the light side to the gods beyond the furthest ring, quote-unquote dark side. I kind of feel that is a balance there. And I feel like that is, as far as power goes, they're kind of like at equal. And having a prototyped villain, or having a villain getting those powers, is not good at all. Okay, so there's my answer. Do we have any other questions? As I wait for the delay. True, Insane. I didn't think about Doc Scratch being a villain, but I think there's more than just good versus evil at play here. I also think there's law versus chaos at play. I'm not entirely sure what JT is doing here, but okay. And yeah, Eggy, I can see what you mean. Of the furthest ring being what destroys and Skya being what creates, as that kind of duality. Kind of also makes me think of the cyclical connection between a black hole and a white hole. You know, the black hole eats and the white hole, I don't want to say spews, but you know what I mean. Okay, one destroys, one creates, or it feeds into one and then it comes out of the other. So, like, or I guess a better thing would be to say if Skya is the source of all that is ever created, then the furthest ring would be the embodiment of entropy. But again, what I'm saying is there are multiple forces that are at odds with each other, and you can't really just say good versus evil. So I mean, I think as far as the trolls are concerned, Doc Scratch can be considered a villain, but as far as the gods that live in the furthest ring, I could see no, wait. No, right. They're supposed to be the herald to the one that comes forth and destroys everything. Okay, I see where you are now. I remember everything, just not all at the same time. What's that line that Q said in Spock versus Q? Like, I remember everything, actually. It's just hard to fit it all into these brains, these tiny craniums. So, wait a minute, I'm getting messages from Discord. Okay, I'll have to look at that later. Anyway, well, unless... Okay, one more call. Are there any other questions that anyone might have? Otherwise, I'm gonna go get a drink. I feel like I need to pour one out for my homies here. So we wait for the delay. You know what? Am I finally stuck? They said a long time ago. Her entrenched in this bitch. Oh, okay. So I've got another 60 pages, but until I hit another flash. And then the next time I hit that, there will be another one almost immediately after. Okay, so the next time we'll get a twofer. So, oh, good night, Kai. Thanks for stopping by. Also, I should point out that things are actually working better with, this is Firefox Quantum. For those of you who haven't gotten a chance to try it, it really does feel like Mozilla's answer to Microsoft Edge, and I actually highly recommend it. It really doesn't have that... it doesn't have that much of a thumbprint on resources. It actually plays nice with OBS, which is what I prefer to use whenever I'm streaming. And yes, Edge is horrible. I actually have a, there was a friend of mine from university that has gotten hired on just recently as part of Microsoft's Edge team, and I think I remember, like, when he posted it on Facebook, I think I remember saying something to him going, please, for the love of everything, fix it! So yeah, I mean, Chrome, if you're a fan of Chrome is good too, but I just find that there are some compatibility issues when it comes to streaming. We also ran into that problem, I think it was either Chrome or it was the old Firefox that we were having a hard time looking at the text from the minigame when the trolls were, when we got to move around with them. So yeah, I highly recommend Firefox Quantum. So, and it sounds like there are other people here. So, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Oh, I should point out, with next week being Thanksgiving, I'm really only going to have updates through Wednesday because, oh, it is a bird. Hi. I was, I was going to say, um, so yeah, I'll only be posting Monday through Wednesday of next week because of Thanksgiving, and oh, and we have Kitty. Oh, what a matter? This is Anara, everyone. Say hi to everyone. Oh, bye, Anara. um, so, uh, so yeah, so we've got roughly 60 pages before the next one. I don't really know how. Let's see. We'll figure out, when the next one will be, and of course, I'll try to give enough lead time so everyone can actually join along. In the meantime, also if everyone got to glance at Birdie as well, she was holding Inara. We have started making a mostly weekly-ish stream on online called Eat the Pixels. It's us playing Diablo 3 and me dying a lot. I get to be the butt of a lot of jokes, and it's quite fun. Um, but so that's what I'm doing whenever I'm not updating, when I'm not going through the live blog. Yes, JT, I'm very slow. Don't worry, I'm fixing that. But like I said, we're doing a lot of traveling over Thanksgiving, so I won't be able to update Thursday or Friday. But anyway, until next time, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for reading. Thanks for being here. And I'm gonna go have a drink. So, I'm gonna say that is that for me tonight, and I will see you again soon. Good night, everyone.